Welcome to qnawire.
What's up, StatCats? In this video, we're going to be doing either a Scheffé or a Tukey test depending on the example we're given. So we are given this raw data. We're told our alpha level is 0.05. So because our sample sizes are uneven, we are going to be doing a Scheffé test. So here is the formula for the test statistic and our critical value. So I've gone ahead and entered this data in an Excel spreadsheet and also performed the ANOVA because we are also told that we did have a significant ANOVA, so I just went ahead and did that. So let's go ahead and calculate our critical value. So our critical value is found by taking the critical value from our ANOVA test and multiplying it by our degrees of freedom between groups. Okay, so now let's do our test statistic. So if diet A is 1, B is 2, and C is 3, I'm going to go ahead and pair them. So diet A and B, and diet B and C, and diet C and A. So let's go ahead and calculate our differences between means squared. So this would be for diet A minus diet B. Then we're going to square it. I'm going to do the same for the rest of them. Okay, and next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate part of the denominator. So I'm going to calculate this portion right here so that it makes it easier for us to do the rest of the denominator. So let's go ahead and take our 1 over our sample size for diet A and add that to 1 over the sample size for diet B. And then we're just going to go ahead and do that for the rest of them. Okay, and now we are going to take our mean squares within group and multiply it by that value we just calculated. So we're doing the denominator part of the test statistic. So actually, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead, just to make the formula easier for us to do, I'm going to take that mean square within group number, and I'm going to do function 4, and then I'm going to multiply it by that value. And then in that way, I can just pull that down. See? Okay, so these are our test statistic. I'm sorry, this is the denominator and this is the numerator. So in order to get our final test statistic, we're just going to take the numerator and divide it by the denominator. I'm just going to go ahead and pull that down. Okay, so these are our F test statistic values for our Scheffé test. So let's go ahead and mark them over to just give us some visual organization. So our critical value was 7.96, and our test statistic between A and B was 9.81, and between diets B and C is 11.8, and between A and C it was 0.08. So we have a significant value if our test statistic is larger than our critical value, then that means the means are significant between each other. So is 9 larger than 7.96? Yes. Is 11.8 larger than 7.96? Yes. Is 0.08 larger than 7.96? No. So these are our two significant results. So now we're going to summarize them in words. So we're going to say there is sufficient evidence to conclude that there is a difference in mean I think these were calories. Oh no, they were mean pounds lost. Okay, mean pounds lost. Sorry about that. So there is sufficient evidence to conclude that there is a difference in mean pounds lost between diets A and B and between diets B and C. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you next time.